Good evening, everyone. We're out for a night hike. Here on the Old Mill Bridge, and I am going to take a hike down here along the Cognac Creek. As you can see, I got the spotlight out first because I wanted to see if this thing can hit far back into the woods, and I wanted to see if I could spot anything right off the bat. Now, the spotlight has its advantages. One of its disadvantages is it's like clunky. It's very lightweight, but it's awkward. And I have nowhere to hold it. So I'm literally going to use this like right now, and then I'm going to like set it down by the car. We're going to go over here and check out. This is the Cole Walker Bridge. But a lot of times we end up finding some wildlife over on this side too. And this beam, boy, it does go out pretty good, but nothing so far. And you can see up the road there. And let's see if I can get maybe a good shot. Trying to make sure. Over this, it's a pretty cold night. It's 40 degrees, wind chill at 38, winds light at less than 5 miles an hour, which is good for hiking. We're going to be doing an investigation here. Okay. Now, I gotta switch the lights here. Okay. We're going to set the other one down. We're going to go to the power tack. And there we are. We're going to be doing an investigation here because last time I was down here about a month ago, I ended up seeing 2 animals I couldn't identify, and I brought them. I sent them for being analyzed, and they came back. They said they were bobcat, like pretty much 100% sure they were bobcat. Okay, the last 2 times, I got just preference. This place is very close to my neighborhood. This is literally just down the stream from where I had been doing my hikes. And the last 2 times where I was over in that area, I had what sounded like bobcat screeches. So we're going to be investigating for that and for whatever else that we can see. Now, I got a preference here to show you guys. You see on the top of my head here, these things. Okay, those, I can put those on and they amplify the sound times 8. Not to mention, they'll keep my ears warm. But if I put these on, I can hear everything. I can hear the peeps real good. I don't know if I want to keep them on too long, because it really does amplify my steps too. But all the sound is amplified times 8. These were something that we used in the Air Force for both the firing range. Boy, it really amplifies the cars going across that bridge. But it amplifies, we use this on the firing range and on the flight line around the jet engines. And I wanted to test them out. Now, unfortunately, because Indian Mound is a little closer to the highway Route 7, those cars get amplified. So I'm gonna have to pull those off until I get deeper into the woods. And I know it doesn't amplify sound for you guys, but at least if I can hear it, then I can identify it maybe a little better. Oh, we got something back here. It took off right when I put the light on it. Where'd you go? Okay, so I do gotta say, originally my plan was MT Paranormal was gonna be coming up my way. We live about an hour and a half away from each other. He was gonna come up this way, and we were going to go back down to where the scream happened, okay, on Southridge Road. Something came up and he canceled kind of last minute. And I decided I was going to go here because, especially since I got the eye shine, I got it there. Can we see that? Back here. Man, and if I get it to where I can get the eye shine stable on the camera, I'll zoom in on it. I can't really right there. It's good that I'm catching eye shine right away. But being that I had, like, just trying to test flashlights turned into a creepy night. I had sticks breaking all around me, which was weird, like obnoxiously weird. And then it sounded like a bobcat attacking something. Okay. Now the thing about this Indian Mound Park, we're kind of in the shadow of the Indian Mound, which was a burial where they buried the giants. And this cliff over here, on the top of that cliff, is one of the oldest cemeteries in Ohio. City cemetery that was first person buried was put there in 1804 when they were. The reason why they ended up making it a cemetery was because they found a mass Indian burial up there and some of the giants. There's our eye shine way back in the woods. Let me see if I can zoom in and get that on him. Oh, where'd it go? It's watching me, but it's keeping its distance and going. Okay, I catch it for a second and then it takes off. Deer tend to freeze in the headlight, you know, hence that term, deer in a headlight. So when I put a bright light like the power tack on it, they'll freeze up for a little bit looking at the light. But that thing didn't, so I don't know what it is. Now, we got the plant life is starting to grow up here, and pretty soon down here you will not be able to see more than, I mean, you'll be lucky to be able to see 50 yards into the woods. Right now, this is like very clear, and this is very clear because we had a big flood this winter and it cleared out a lot of stuff. And I know you can't really tell, I'm pulling the flashlight away from it. It is so dark out. And it is clear skies, but it is, I mean, epically dark. See, we got the high cliffs, the shale cliffs on this side. The water this weekend, Friday night, is going to be, Saturday and Sunday are going to be very rainy. There may be a chance Sunday night to be able to do something, but it's like literally, this is my best night in the next few for a hike. I got a darn big spider web right now going across the path. So yeah, my hearing amplifiers aren't really too good when I'm along the creek, because the sound of the water is just gonna like overwhelm them. So I say these things are pretty cool to have. Like I can put these on in my house and hear my wife or daughter whisper across the room. But say if I have the noise of that water, there we go. We got, oh, what do we got? What do we got? We got a couple guys right here. What are you guys doing? I can see some ears on them. They're not sure about me. Right off the bat, I'm going to say, look at that long neck. That's got to be a deer. Yep, it was laying down, it's standing up. And a big one. So, got a good shot of it. There was another one by there. So, look at that. That is a big one. I can't see antlers, so it's probably a doe. But that is a good size one. Yeah, there's one behind it. Two. Look at that. Ooh, that is a good shot. Look at that. I got it. This is just a great view of these guys. Or gals. Should say. Two of them are laying down. There they go. They're getting up. And they're just trying to see what I'm going to do. And don't worry, I'm not going to bother you. Boy, they are big. Okay, I'm off the path a little bit, so I got to kind of... Hey. Yeah, these things are pretty big. But they are so cool to see in the wild like this. Okay, lost the path. I'm gonna have to step back onto it. Alright, we're gonna zoom out and leave them alone, because I'm actually looking for, well, I mean, when I go out, I'm looking for wildlife. But it's also whatever else I find. Gosh, isn't this a sight? These giant trees, this little dark path into the woods. There they are back there. I love seeing these critters down here. You know, it's funny because, you know, we used to camp down here as kids, and I mean, we'd go roaming through these woods, and I don't think we ever came across any deer. We had some other stuff we come across, couldn't quite explain, but and there may have been some. I got something up ahead here too. Got eye shine. Gotta try to move up to catch that. It keeps bobbing its head up and down there. Guys, if you hear anything too that I'm not picking up, because like I said, I don't have the extra ears on or yet. There's something that was up here. I remember to scan, because even though I got, there it is. That is kind of low to the ground. What are you? It's going. It's scurrying. And I think that is a probable raccoon. It's like right on the pathway. That's why he's beating feet. The woods are getting quiet. I was hearing the peeps, and the peeps have shut up. And other than the water sound, it is like dead. And I don't know where our raccoon went, or whatever that was. I try to now, unless I get for sure. Ooh, I heard some kind of a little chirp. I don't know what that was. We got the sounds of the trains in the background that are probably about a mile away from here. Maybe. And it echoes, sound echoes through the valley real good. And then, and like I said, there's not much noise. It is still. Oh, I see an eye shine bear back there in the woods. I don't know if I caught that there. It's far off. There's something moving. Let me try to zoom in on that. What was that? I couldn't tell what that was. I don't see it anymore. Not sure if you guys caught that, but that was, I would say that was definitely not a deer. I'm gonna zoom back out. We're probably gonna see it again. It's usually the way it goes. Ooh, I heard like a stick break. Switch hands because this is it's cold out, and this is like making my hands freeze. Okay, so we have something back there, but I couldn't tell what, and it was definitely not a deer, but it looks like it took off into the woods away from me. Now, you hear it, gosh, that train echoes through the valley loud. And that engineer is horn happy. Holy crap. That train sounds like it's moving fast. Sounds like it's a CSX, and that's a little further away. Now we hear sirens. Sure. Don't sound like police. It could be, though, but I think that's ambulance. Okay. Another little thing about Conneaut. 10,000 people in a big area, 28 square mile area. We have sirens like crazy in this town. It's hard to get away from. So, sirens and train whistles. Something else kind of cool off the subject though. Tomorrow, one of my favorite ships, the Edgar B. Spear, is supposed to be docking in Conneaut, and I'm going to attempt to catch that. So stay tuned for that. Ooh, something jumped right there. Ooh, that's a fish. You see that? We got some of those trout in the water here. Yeah, there's a couple swimming right there. Let me zoom in. I gotta take the light away to zoom in. I could see their little tail sticking up. Oh. This is those are probably those steelheads. This area is called Steelhead Alley, and it's not uncommon. They're a big fish. This one right there. Look at that. They go, yeah, they go upstream. Look at them swimming upstream. Okay. Okay, we're gonna face back to the woods. And I gotta zoom this camera back. Adjust it. Yeah, it's a little more zoomed in than it's supposed to. Okay. That's kind of interesting to catch those, especially at night. Now, I'm going to see is along the top of this here, after the cemetery ends, is a neighborhood. So you'll see some houses up on the rim of the valley. And back this way, there's some houses up on the rim of the valley. We're in the city limits of Conneaut. So, again, this is one that's closer to the railroad track, so we're hearing a lot of the trains. And I say I live right by here, so all night long, man, those trains are a thing. I have to have a white noise to block them out because they literally will shake my house there because I'm right by the train yard. But fish jumping, critters crawling, and deer standing up. Eventful night. Indian Mound Park never seems to disappoint. You know, a lot of the times on my day hikes down here, I've caught in several things. Because say if we have those steelhead roaming around in the creek, the black bear love to eat them, and so don't the bald eagles. I don't know if we'll end up catching some of those. And it is a clear night. I'm going to try to pan up. You can see an airplane. That's a star, the fixed one. It is clear skies. Okay. Okay. Several times last summer we were trying to stop those illegal diggers. Spent a lot of time down here at night with the Metro Parks officer. We literally would hide out down here trying to catch those diggers, and there was always all kinds of wildlife down here. And again, Metro Parks, after rejecting the officer's request to put trail cams up, after there started to be a public outrage over it, they put trail cams up. So I'm not going to go back there because there's trail cams, and they put a sign up there saying to not go back there. So I'm going to not go back there, I guess, so, because it looks like they got it taken care of. Okay. Now that just looks like something Erica would do. Maybe Hattie too. There's a little shout out to two of my fans who are definitely my Rebel fans from Oklahoma. Boy, is it quiet back here. Now we're starting to move away from the water and inward into the woods, and this loops around. Okay. Usually it's on this when I get on the back side of the loop. That's the last time I was down here at night, where I caught like a dozen deer and then a couple of bobcats, and it looked like a cub that were hunting them. I've been kind of like walking, looking sideways. I haven't been paying too much attention to the path in front of me. It's starting to stink like sewage for some reason, which is odd. I wonder if Erica must have destroyed a toilet somewhere nearby. Because it's weird to get that smell. It's hard to tell. No, you see these the lights that are peeking through over there? That's Center Road, and on the other side of that road is where I've been doing a lot of my hikes. So we're in, I just heard a big stick break up here. I don't know if you guys heard that. So I was flapping my jaws. Like I said, we're in the same general area. Some of the wildlife literally will cross over and come over here, and vice versa. Which is why when I seen bobcat over here before, and I've heard them 2 nights in a row just over there, this is a good place to go. That is different from where I've been, but now we can see if maybe we catch something else. I see we're starting to we do walk up the, that sounded like a dog bark. I got eye shine in front of me. That dog bark sounds like he's other side. I got something over here though. I don't know if you guys can see him. I got 2 somethings. Let me try to zoom in. I don't know what they are. There's one, and then there's 2 over there. And one just ducked his head down. Now we're gonna move forward slowly. Oh, those are 2 deer. Some good sized ones too. this one walking over here. You can hear that dog barking. That's on the top of the ridge on the other side. This guy right there. Okay, he's moving that way. That looked like Mama, and that's probably it's a little smaller than the other one. Wow. They are definitely beautiful. Good catch, great catch. Okay, I gotta zoom out here. Ooh, I just heard a weird screech. Sounded like that may have been some sort of owl. It is cold, and my hand that's holding the camera, that right hand, is starting to freeze off. I don't like switching and having the flashlight in the right hand, because if for some reason I have to draw my gun, it's going to be drawn with the right hand, and I'm going to need the flashlight to draw, and I don't want to have to do an awkward switch if I have the flashlight in the right hand. I can shoot left-handed, however, in the heat of a moment, I want to go with my dominant hand. I can hear an airplane overhead. Like I said, clear skies. Very clear skies. We're starting to get some leaves on the trees. Hearing some sort of bird. You know what I can do here? I'm gonna try to keep my hand out of the way there. Let me put the ears on. Okay, so I have the hearing amplification on. And how good that is, I can hear cars revving their engine in the background. Oh, straight ahead. Straight ahead. It's moving. I can see. I think we have, they're low to the ground. I think we have a deer that's like bedded down. I think. It's not making any sound. Just looking at me like, why the heck are you waking me up? Okay. Nestled back in there and in amongst a bunch of thorns. I got another one. Okay. Zoom up. There he is back there. That's the same one. So I got a deer to my left. At least one. I can only see one. hearing anything anymore. Only my noises are amplified. So I'm gonna take the ears off. Because it is a little awkward. Because it sounds like every move, every step I take is like obnoxiously loud. So that's literally, would be better if I was standing still in the woods. You can see a really good game trail right there. Okay. Now, literally this way is going up. This is kind of the base, the arrowhead of the Indian Mound. And you can see it going, running up that way. You know, there's some things you catch, like stumps, branches, and they look weird in the dark. And you realize it has no, the good tell is that there's no eye shine. But this guy, this old, whatever, this log, boy, from a distance, that looked real creepy back there. I see two of them back there. And I think those are the same two I already had looked at. Let me try to zoom in on them though. See if I can catch them. They're buried back there. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, there you go. You see a little bit of the eye shine. Okay. I think those are, that's the one that I was just looking at. I thought I'd seen two of them, but I didn't catch the eye sign of two the first time, but I did this time. Good thing about this place is, compared to that Friends of Conneaut Creek, is the path is so well marked. I mean, on top of that, I'm literally so familiar. This is the most, I am most familiar with this of all the hiking places. That you could, you know, blindfold me and spin me around and place me in one spot in here, and I would still be fine to find my way out. But again, as growing up as a kid back here, we had all kinds of creepy things happen to us. We have really good stories of that. Some of those stories made it onto Sasquatch Chronicles, if you want to hear them. Sasquatch Chronicles episode 503. And I just was on there for the recent sighting I had last May on episode 123. And Wes did, I sent that scream in to him and literally freaked him out. And he put that on his channel as well, on his Facebook channel. You can get Sasquatch Chronicles on Facebook, you can get it on X, and on YouTube. And he put mine on all of them. So if you're watching me and you've seen this off of Sasquatch Chronicles, I want to say thank you for watching. Again, I go exploring the woods, and it's whatever we find. I love finding the wildlife. Thought I heard a noise back there, but I can't make it out. This part though, this part, when I was a kid, this was a cornfield over here, and now it's woods. So that's the one part that's different. Again, this woods runs right up to the base of the Indian Mound. I'd say probably about a football field and a half away is the base of the other part of the base of the mound. We were just on one of the arrowheads of it. Again, this is an old property. This property, the Indian Mound, and this field here right along was the first inhabited by American settlers. This was Aaron Wright's property. And Aaron Wright was one of the founders of the city of Conneaut. Hear the peeps starting to act up again. They went quiet for a little while. You know, I start looking into the woods this way so much that I keep forgetting about behind me and in front of me. And that's the way I came in. The woods are quiet other than a few peeps. Now if you can see up in that tree up there, there is an old, it was an old like a hunting stand that was built up there by, it was the Johnson family that last owned this before it was turned over to the Metro Parks. Okay. I got eye shine way back in there. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that because he's dug in deep. There you go. Yes, you can see it. There's something. It's deep in the woods. In the deep, dark woods. Something that I've noticed about the flashlights in the woods. Okay. Is sometimes, like some of these lights, it almost seems like the darkness eats up the light, which is weird and strange. Much stranger than when you're up in like the city in the neighborhood. There we go, we got more. Straight back there. Dang it. See if I can move to a better place here and see them, but I got more critters back here. Like, I think there was like 2-3 sets of eyes. Oh gosh, yeah, we gotta zoom in. Okay, see, look at the one on the right. There's one on the left. And I don't know, there was one behind this big tree is blocking. Can't say what they are. There's, see, look, there's two of them right next to each other. They very well might be deer. But again, I've run into packs of coy wolves that look like this. So, I'm not sure what they are. I said Indian Mound Park never really disappoints. Okay, I still got it at like 1.5. But we're gonna continue. See, look at how dark it is back here. And that's like, you can still catch some of my light. Let's see if you can see that, man. It is real dark. Yeah, I never really catch much on this side. That is, oh, now I see that, and I got something right back here. That's a big something. We gotta zoom in. Right as I say, I've never seen something on this side. There it is. It's ducking his head down, lifting it up. You can see that is the natural gas pipes over there, and there's a pathway that goes there. Some guy's got to come back here and check this. Look at, I don't know if you can see, yeah, right there. He keeps putting his head up. Again, I've never caught anything on this side, and he's pretty far back there, so I don't know what it is. It's tall, and like I said, it keeps moving a lot. It's pretty tall. So, but I can't say what it is. Looks like it's got big eyes though. And I really don't like that I'm looking at it. So, because it keeps moving around. It's ducking down low. Okay. Alright, he's ducking down low. I think I'm gonna, I don't know what it is exactly, but we're gonna move out. There's our other deer right over here that we were looking at before. It's a better view of them. And again, let's say a better view. Definitely look like deer. They're all bedded down at night. I swear I hear a howling. I heard a howl there. Let me see these guys. It's a pretty good shot of them. And then we got our one over here, still back there. That guy's got orange eyes too. Orangish yellow eyes, and they keep changing. They're changing colors. That's weird. He had orange eyes, and now they're like all the way to green. There. Did you hear that? That sounded like some sort of howl. Okay. Let's get moving. There it goes again. All right, I hear it now. It is a howl, the bark, but that may be, no? Okay, I don't know if you're picking up that howl. I don't, at first I thought maybe domestic, but then when I heard it howl, and it just went off again, I'm thinking it's not domestic, because it's actually doing a howl. So I think we got some coy wolves in the area. Oh, look at back here. Just when I said I've never seen anything on the side, we got a bunch of them. They're shifting over here. They're moving around a bunch. Look at that, man. I have never seen them on this side. I could see the evidence that they were. Look at that. And then we got some moving over this way. 1, 2, 3. They're starting to move. And I can hear them moving over there. These ones are on the move. But there's like 4 of them. So I have to kind of keep my eye on that. That's 4, but I can't tell what. So I got a howl. I got a bunch of eyes on my right side, which has been abnormal for my experiences down here. I've had an eye shine on the left and on the right. So I apologize if I start painting a whole lot, because I said there's a lot of stuff around me. And then hearing the howling in the background, that sounded pretty distant. There those guys are back there. I can almost see something on it. I gotta zoom in. I can almost see that guy, but I can't make out what it is. So we can guess, and we can say, I'll say, might be deer, but I can't tell for sure. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna move here. I hope I'm not boring you guys with all this. I hope this is interesting. I mean, it sure is for me, having my head on a swivel. And we just passed the full moon, and it's pretty low in the sky, and I should be able to get a shot of it coming up here when we start to come out of the woods. So I'll get straight ahead up in the sky. You got the light on the building across the street. That's a kayak place. And then the moon dead ahead, low in the sky. That's why it's so dark, is I think the moon is setting. And it's going behind the trees of Hogsback. Hogsback is one of the areas I do want to get into here at night. Okay. And well, it'll be in the future here. We'll be doing that. Okay. That's the moon making that light there out over the moon over Hogsback. And it's a little bit past full. And it's such a clear night. I can pan up. You can see the stars, and that's a star up there. You can see the stars in the sky tonight. So it is a very clear night. Very clear and very calm. This is why I like to try to pick these nights where the wind dies down. We're up here by where the natural gas tank is. And we'll head down that little boardwalk, because that was where we caught those bobcats. Not sure if that's good, but I can smell that darn natural gas. I do see some eye shine back there. I caught a little glimpse of it, but we're gonna get closer. That may have been that sign. There's a sign up there saying that don't go off the trail. So it may have not been eye shine. You see that sign dead ahead was put there because of the illegal diggers. So I'd like to say I had a hand in having that put there. Alright guys, well, we're over here. I want to say some of my shout outs. Say thank you to my Oklahoma crew, Maddie and Adeline, my production manager and assistant production manager. Erica and Hattie too, Kaylin, Kayla, Brayley, Emberly. I know there, and I've got a lot of new subscribers. To all my new subscribers, I want to say thank you. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Say thank you to Mike. And I want to say thank you to Alan from Kentucky. And then I also got an Alan that's in the United Kingdom. Say thank you to all my fans that are, or subscribers that have been watching from the United Kingdom and from New Zealand, the Netherlands, Sweden, all of the rest of Europe there. I want to say thank you and God bless you. And to my friends across the lake in Canada, I definitely want to say thank you. Say thank you to my best friends for life there that I know end up watching. Paul and Ken. Ken shows up as Ken of a certain age in the comments. Say thank you to you guys. You guys are my brothers, and I appreciate your support. Also to John too, another one of my friends for life, brothers. Well, I know we'll be watching this as well. Say thank you to my brother Rick. I know he'll be watching too. One of my best friends and biggest supporters. See, you can see the trail cam right there. All right, so we have some stormy weather coming up. You can see the old bridge up there that I started on. And it was a very active night down here. A lot of wildlife down here. It's one of the reasons I love it. All right. So I'm gonna get up to the, it did put, this is nice, the stairway. Get up to the high ground. Try to take a look back in. It's cold. My face is cold. So hands are cold. My flashlight is still there that I set on the hood of the car. So, from a very active Indian Mound Park on a very quiet, starry night here in Conneaut, Ohio, this is Tech Sergeant Mackey saying God bless you. Thank you for watching. Signing out. I'll get this posted up as quick as I can.